Hi, everybody. Okay. I'm a little bit early, so I'm just going to sit tight for a moment. See if people can find this. Be fun to look at this, isn't it? All right. Let's see. So I could color some stuff while we're waiting. See if anyone's gonna join me tonight. I'm taking a chance coloring this because I don't have my eyes are super dry today, so I can't need my glasses. See if I can make it work. All right, if you pop on, just let me know you're here. Otherwise, I'm just waiting. Oh, hi, Mimi. My little dog, my little foster dog just came in. She was just sleeping. Hi, Mimi. Are you all right? You were sleepy. All right, I'm coloring, Mimi. There you go, boy. You can get up there. You want to sit up there or here? Come sit here. Come sit here. Here you go, buddy. Here you go. Want to sit? Want to get in the bed? You can lay down. Go ahead, Mimi. She's a good dog. All right. Let's see. I was working on this card in my last class last week, and I was going to color this, and I did not get to come back here because we picked up this little dog on Saturday from a rescue transport. There were 50 dogs that were saved from high kill shelters in the south, and I live in Wisconsin, and there's a rescue group here that coordinated these 50 dogs to come north, and I signed up to have Mimi stay with me, and so we got her on Saturday, and she's been very easy. She's a dream. They say she's 2, but I feel like she's a little bit older than that. I mean, she's just a breeze. She likes my other dogs mostly. One of my dogs is not a fan, but he doesn't like anyone. So it's not unusual. He doesn't like anything to disturb his routine. So it's not a big deal. We just kind of know, and he'll just avoid her. And it's okay. And my golden retriever, she's been getting along really well, and they've been playing together. They do everything together right now, so it's just so sweet. And she couldn't be cuter. I mean, she just wants to be by you, and she's really, really cute. So we're just looking for an adoptive home. All right, so it is about 6:30, so let me just give it just a couple more minutes here. I'll work on my flowers just in case. I know some people said they were having to work late. My sister has to work late, and it was just not going to work out for some people, so I may be alone tonight, but I can still go through the project so that you can watch a replay. I just wanted to get this video made as people were getting their memo boards and they might have some questions about it. So I wanted to do this one kind of quickly after my most recent class. It was just last week. Normally it's just once a month, so that's a little bit different. Oops, I got a couple more flowers to do here. Now I always think, should I make this tree brown or green? I think I'll make it brown. Okay. And a couple more flowers I missed or waiting. Just give it 2 more minutes and then people can watch the replay. Okay. So you get to watch me color. Super fun, huh? Without my good eyes. Okay. Let's see if I can take some papaya, maybe, and do the dots. This is so cute. I love this stamp. This is from the Hedgehog set. Okay, now I want to take this and color the bird a little bit. I love pale papaya. It's so pretty. Okay. Let's see, I missed one leaf. All right. I think I got all the other ones, I think. The grass. Ooh, I did a bad job on that grass. Oh well, I'll just go over it and then it'll be all bad. No, like it's supposed to be that way. Oh, I see someone. Someone's here. I'm just kind of filling in time, waiting to see if anyone can join me. And just give it a couple more minutes and we'll get started. I am coloring my hedgehog stamp from last class. This is the stamp from Happy Hedgehog that I was working on in my class last week, and I didn't get around to coloring it, so I thought I would do that while we're just waiting. This is called Light Crumb Cake, and I was just going to fill in the little tree with that color. It's nice and light. It is difficult to color sometimes without goofing it up. Okay, alrighty, and I have one more thing to color the bird. I think I'm going to use, this is, I think, a retired color actually. I don't have too many blues yet, but I'm going to use this Seaside spray for my bird. Just kind of color him in, and then I'll get started on the memo board. So if you have your memo board, go ahead and grab it. It's funny because at first I thought, oh, it looks like a pizza. Comes in this funny box. It's shaped like a pizza. Okay, so there, I finished my coloring from last week. And then what I was going to do was I stamped this sentiment that said, "It's so nice of you to be so nice," which is from the same Hedgehog set right here. And I was just finishing that up. And then I was going to put it on this card right here with, of course, some sparkles. Okay, so, well, I better get to what I'm supposed to be doing. So hopefully you guys can... Oh, I was also having you look at my little unicorn card, which is very cute. Okay, so here is our pizza box known as the... the memo board, the magnetic memo board. So if you have your kit, go ahead and open it up. And I did open this one up because I wanted to do a couple of things ahead of time. So I have two. I have two boards. This one I haven't opened yet, so I'll show you a couple things. I'm going to make one for me and one for one of my kids. So I thought that worked out really well. And I want to show you a couple things I didn't put in the instructions. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my board and get that plastic off. So if you open up your board and you notice that your board is bowed or warped, I would suggest that you might want to give Stampin' Up! A call, their 800 number, and let them know, because I have heard a couple of demonstrators in a group that I'm in talking about how theirs came bowed. And Stampin' Up! Just needs to know that, so then they can help you out with it. My first one was a teeny tiny bit, but I think it's going to be fine, so I'm not going to worry about it. All right, so make sure you check yours out. And I can see this one has a bit of a bow as well, but they need to know that it's still going to work okay for our projects. But if yours is, one lady had bubbles on her board, so definitely check out your board. So I'm just going to be lifting up these little prongy things that it's just like a picture frame would be. I'm just moving them up with my fingers to open up. There's a bit of plastic on the magnetic part of your board, so then you can see how your board looks. So this one's pretty good. It's kind of too large for the camera, but this one is pretty straight. But if you're looking at it and it's very bowed, yes, please let them know, because there could have been some kind of a damage in the shipping or something like that. But now I'm just checking this out real quick. All right. Okay, so on the top of your magnet board, there's a plastic covering. So in the instructions, it doesn't say anything about that, but you can kind of see that there's a little bit of a little edge to it. If you can't get it off, I mean, you can function without it. This one, I'm not even sure I can find the end to it without. There, I got it. Okay. But your project would be fine if you left that on there. But technically, if you wanted to, you could use this as a dry erase board if you had some dry erase kind of things and you didn't do like the instructions are telling you to use cardstock to cover this up. So just so you're aware about that little piece of film that was on the top. And I used my take your pick tool to get that started to come off. Okay, throw that away. All right, so then we got that ready to go. Okay, so now I'm going to move this one out of the way because I've been kind of starting on my first board. Okay, so then in your package, you will have a couple pieces of cardstock. One of them has this green, the two green colors. The other side is black. And then you have, wow, I just don't have enough space. Then you have the gray. And then I've already put mine in there. So if you want to see how I did that, it's very easy. When these prongs were up, I just took the magnetic board out and put the cardstock on top of it. This one's really pretty too on the other side. But I wanted to go with the gray one for my daughter's board. So I put that on top of the magnet board and then set it back in the frame. And then I'll put the prongs back down if it will work with me. Yes, and this one is just a teeny tiny bit bowed, but the prong things are holding it down nicely. Okay, but yep. There we go. So that's the first step, and that's kind of like one of the hardest things is getting that plastic stuff off. Okay. So there's our board. I'm going to move this giant box out of the way here, the pizza box. Okay. There we go. All right. Now you have, since you have these two colors, you can change out your theme anytime you want. You can flip this one over. You can use both of these sides to go ahead and decorate your board and keep it different all the time. Also save this really awesome piece of cardboard because you can always use that for tons of stuff, especially when you ship stuff. So I'm just gonna move that aside. Okay, now we've got our directions and all of our supplies here. So the first thing you should do is, you see these things that look like shirts? Well, they're not shirts, but they're pockets. So what you should do is trace that out onto a piece of paper. And I did a pretty lousy job of tracing it, but you can trace that so that you can change the theme of your memo board if you want to down the road, if you want to have different color pockets. So do that so that you will have a pattern if you want to make this exact same pocket. So the directions have you, let me grab them here, wherever I put them. All right. The directions have you putting the tape on the pocket and folding up the sides. And I think that's probably the trickiest thing about this whole deal. I just have to find my directions. Okay, they were stuck in the other board. So first thing I always look at when I get any kind of a kit is look at this little part right here. It's the coordinating stamp colors, because you can come up with different ideas in your head for all of these parts. And the colors are black, Blushing Bride, Flirty Flamingo, Melon Mambo, Mint Macaroon, and Smoky Slate. That will all go with this. So you can use whatever you've got to decorate this with different parts if you're inspired by something else. And here's our finished product. And I'm kind of going with this look for my daughter's board. For my board, I am thinking I might have an ocean theme. I think that might be fun. So I've already went ahead and made one little pocket, but I'll go ahead and make the second one so you can see how it goes. And all these little magnets, I mean, they're super cool. And look, they stick right away to your project. So these little pockets will be good for holding notes or little somethings that you want to keep in there, or little die cuts, something like that. So now you just have to decide what color do you want to have on the outside. So you can play with it a little before you put your tape on if you want to. This would be the way that it's going to go with the pink side out. And take your little edge, you can see the score line, and just fold it kind of like a little accordion. Kind of wants to fight you a little bit, but it's going to be the side of the little pocket. I'm just bending them in because it's really being a little tricky there. Fold this one down. All right, so what happens is this little side is what you're going to put the tape on if you want the pink. So you can see it just folds in like that. But that last one kind of gave me a little bit of trouble. Let's try again. Get that one a little better. Right there. Okay. And this kit is nice because it has tape that's on a roll. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the pink. I like the pink and the green colors. So I'm going to go ahead and stick my tape on these little folds. So just kind of keep messing with it until it becomes that accordion type of an inside. So when it does that. And if you mess up on the fold, just redo it, it will be fine. So then we have this beautiful tear and tape, which is so fantastic. So you can just take a little bit, tear it, and stick it on the little flap. Okay, and the other side. Okay, I love these colors together. Let me know if you're working on yours. I would love to see pictures afterward. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and take the backing off of this little piece of tape here so I can go ahead and finish my pockets. So I'm a little bit ahead of the, if you're just starting, a little bit ahead. Oh wow. It's going to get my take your pick tool if I can't get it. There we go. There's one. Goodness. And the other. Usually I don't have too much trouble. Here we go. And the take your pick tool, I believe they were sold out, unfortunately, but they'll be coming back in soon. And then go ahead and stick that to your edge of your pocket, as close as you can get it. If you mess up, you can pop it up and try again. And then it folds in like that. Okay. All right, so now you can see it's not a dress. Isn't that fantastic? And the little box that came with your kit are your magnets. Okay, here's my magnets. And you can use that any which way you want. Go ahead and put that down. Okay, so that is probably your hardest thing, is doing these little foldy deals. That's pretty tricky. So now you can decide what you want to add to your pockets and to the rest of the board. So if you look at the instructions then, number 1 has you folding in the pockets and deciding which way you want to go. They had the gray side on the out, but you can see you just turn it the other way and you can have the colored side out. And then they took some of their stickers from your little pack of oodles and oodles of stuff in this thing. And there's all kinds of little memo sheets, so you can do whatever you want. There's a calendar. I like that calendar. So you can write in the days. I did hear that someone suggested if you have a laminator, something like that, or even some kind of a covering, you could put over your items and then use dry erase or something like that, so you don't, I don't want to say waste, but you can keep reusing all of your parts. So that's a really neat idea. Here's a to-do list that you can use. All kinds of little notes, memos, top 5 things. My daughter's really into journaling, so I think she's going to be pretty excited about that. And all these cute little papers. And I love this one with the little teeny little green heart. So I'm going to keep that one out, and maybe this gray one. So there's so many things in here. That's so much fun. And here are all of our stickers and things. So they're in different languages. So now in our other kits, I was able to use the back sides of these, but these are stickers. So probably not going to use this one too much unless you have somebody who can speak different languages. All right, so that's probably going to set aside for a while. But these I can read, so we'll go ahead and use this one. Now, I got to find my flowers. Ooh, gratitude. Here's my flowers. And these are pretty quick. So I'm going to go ahead and peel back these ones. And I'm going to use my pink one for this, I think. Use whatever you would like, and they just pop right on there. I'm excited to show you my idea for my board. It's still kind of floating around in my head, so hopefully I can figure it out. I'll use this big flower, I think, right here. And I'm going to put it here, I think, like that. I'm going to do a little bit different. They have 2 of them. Okay, and I'm going to use Love This Life, I think. Yeah. Okay. And you can also add embellishments if you have rhinestones or something like that you want to use. Go for it. Absolutely. All right, there's one. And then on my green one, let's see, looking back at the directions here, oh, there's our second pocket. All right. And they put a little border on one of theirs, so I might do that. On the bottom here, you can see they added a border to their gray. I'm going to use this one, I think. That's kind of fun to have it on this alternating color. Okay. And it's pretty sticky, so I'm hoping I'll get it on there. Pretty straight. Okay, that's not too bad. All right, there we go. And then I like how they use the circles. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Use this pink circle here. This is fun. So because you made a template of your pockets, you can use all your own die cuts or your dies to cut things to make new pockets and create new themes. And you can keep this going for a long time. You can do it seasonally. That'd be cute. Okay, you've got this. It's going to go on there. Oh, and they use butterflies. That's really cool. I'll use that. Put on here. Get kind of spoiled with stickers. No glue. It's pretty awesome. Okay. Got that done. All right, so I'm going to call that pocket good. Hopefully you're doing okay on yours. Now, let's see. On the next part of our directions, then they actually put the paper in last, and I kind of did mine first, so oopsie. All right, and then on step number 3, they had this piece of paper, and they added just a little label, it looks like, or let me see if I can find what they did. Oh, it looks like, it's like an arrow. Maybe I don't see that one. Oh, it's right here. Okay, it's part of this bottom part here. So I'll go ahead and take one of those and pop that on the little graph paper kind of thing. Graph paper is hard to line stickers up on because if you mess up, you notice it right away. There we go. Okay, we got that. And then there are some words. It says on the menu. So this is what they're having. I'm not sure I'm going to put that on there because I want her to be able to do it. But this sticker sheet has all kinds of things that you can label this as. I think, I don't know if she would use the on the menu because they don't eat that much stuff. There are college kids. They always kind of scrounge around for food. So I think I'm going to put important on hers instead of on the menu. Seems better, more useful for her. Okay, so we got that one. And let me grab another magnet here. Of course, if you have your own magnets, you can use those too. So better not cover up the important. And the next idea they have is a little green piece of paper which it says happiness is in the journey. So I think she would really like that a lot. So let me see. I might just put these in my pockets. That's so cute. And I'll save my calendar one and I'm going to put a couple of these little flowery things in here for her, little notes, and maybe some more in this one, so then she can jot down some notes. And I might make another one of these that has the green thing so she can trade it out. I'm excited to give this to her. This is really cute. I love it when there's something different, just a little something. Oops, that one's got a, that's okay. All right. So I did important. Now I'm going to do, let's see, on my mind, I think. And then she'll have a few options. Just stick it behind here. So you can kind of see there's two of them on there. Okay, now I want to find the inspirational thing for her. She needs that, right? Okay. I probably will stick these in here so she can write the calendar if she wants to do that. Okay. There's so many. I'll just stick them all in there. I like how they're two-sided. All right, so here is our inspirational one. And happiness is in the journey. Okay, let's see if I can get this on there about straight. Go ahead and put that down. Okay, and here's the hearts are on this one. Looks like there's some pink ones, or one of the hearts. Put that on there. I like these green ones. I think those are very cute. These colors are great. All right. I'm doing my hearts just a little different, but heck. It's my board, right? Okay, so got that one done. Whoops, I put it on backwards. Gotta have the magnet on the other side. There we go. Now, do they have any? They have just extra pieces then. So then they just have ideas for you on what else you can kind of do with your set. And that looks like that is about it. So if you look through some of these sheets, you can leave these magnets blank if you don't want to use them right now. But you can go ahead and give those to somebody filled out, or just go ahead and have them blank and give them the whole board for them. And I'm going to put something on this board that says, well, you know, I'm going to be sending her new color schemes, I think, so that she can just change it out really easy. I think that would be good. Well, this one's cute because it has the pink heart. So I'm going to fill these all up, put them in the pocket for now. And one quick thought is some of these you could take and add to a card if you wanted to not use all of them for this kind of project. You could make a note card with them, or if this was your card base, you could go ahead and make a card with these too. I was trying to think of something you could do with the other languages. I'm a little bit stuck on those because they're stickers. Can't really, unless you glued something over the top, you might be able to do that. These ones are a little tricky. I'll try that. I'll try to maybe die cut something or put something over the top that you can glue to it, and then you can still use the sticker. But I hate to waste these because there's a bunch of them. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so there is board number 1. Now, my second board, and look at all this tape you have left, so you can use that for projects. That's good. Ta-da! I could easily flip this cardstock over to the other side too. No problem. But yes, this is for Megan. Hooray! Okay. Now, I just started working on an idea for another board for me, so I'm not quite done yet, but here. So here's my second board. And what I wanted to do was have a sea life theme. So I'm getting out my designer series paper called Waves of the Ocean, which is brand new right now. You can go ahead and check that out online. It's a sneak peek at an item that's going to be available in our next giant catalog, which is in May. And it was made by an artist at Stampin' Up, and they use colors. They just used oil and paint and just then took a picture of it. So that's how they made this designer series paper. Isn't that a cool idea? So I'm thinking, I gotta look at my colors that match here. So Calypso Coral, Coastal Cabana, which is my favorite, Daffodil Delight, Granny Apple Green, Night of Navy, Pacific Point, and Petal Pink are all coordinating colors. So I was thinking about doing the big blue or maybe this one, but this one is actually, I think this one, because it has the two colors. So that's going to be my background. And over there. And alrighty, that's so cool. Hopefully you can see it. It's a giant 12 by 12. All right, so let's turn my board this way. I'm very excited to make seasonal ones. It's almost like you're just making a scrapbook page, really. This board is definitely flatter than my first one. I can get it in. There we go. Okay. Go ahead and put that down. I don't have my pockets made for this, so I'm not going to do that right now. But how cool. How cool is that? And then ahead of time, I was playing with this fish here. Now the fish is from the Sea Life Dies, I believe. Let me just check and see. Yep, there he is. So I had cut this guy out a while ago, and I've been thinking of something to do with it. So I'm going to add him to my board here eventually. And I have, let's see, I wonder if, yeah, these colors are just a bit off. I just don't want to use the folder for this yet. So here's my magnets. So I'm going to, oh, let's see. I see Peggy. Oh, hi, Peggy. Not a problem at all. And Debbie, I see Debbie's here. For a second, I couldn't see who that was. All right, so I think I'm just going to use my magnet for this, but can you see this guy? Look at this. Isn't that so neat? So I kind of want him to be up here with this color behind him sticking out, and then I'm going to pop him up just a bit where he pops up. I just want him to be decorative right now. Okay. And then I have, let's see here. I don't know if these, there we go. All right, they're all working. Okay, so I don't know that these are going to work color-wise for me unless it's got that greenish color in there. take a look and see if there's anything we can do with these papers, like the calendar, because I do actually have a calendar that I could use. Down there. Okay, and this one kind of works because it's got, so without my pockets, you know, I'm kind of, it's like super easy. All right. Then I'm thinking later on I might add some more Sea Life die cuts and things as it goes. Maybe I'll put this behind here just for a bit more to grab. Kind of goes. All right. And I want to use this for not so much as I was making Megan's. I want to go ahead and post up things that I'm working on, or if I want to save a card layout, something like that. That's what I want to use my board for. Okay, so I think are you guys working on, I don't know if Peggy, I don't know if you have this kit at all. I think Debbie does. Are you working on it? Are you having success with it? It's pretty easy once you get past those accordion folds on the pockets. It's not too bad. Let me know here how you're doing. Let's see that I got everything out of there. I was gonna grab one more of these pockets. I don't know if you saw this, Peggy, but these are the pockets, not shirts. But this, going back a little bit, I just traced mine out to make a template of my pocket so that I can go ahead if I want to make them in matching paper. I have that, or I could just disassemble one too. I could do that as well and make a new one. No, that's cool. Oh yeah, good Debbie. You laminated some of those. That's awesome. Yeah, because then you can reuse it. I hate to just toss these out. If you write on them, some of these list ones, that laminating. You must have a laminator, Debbie. That's so cool. Well, so you can do either side. Yeah, I think that, I also have a die set. I haven't even opened it yet. It's the Playful Alphabet. And so I was thinking of cutting out some letters and things to put on here, just to go ahead and do that. Oh, you do? That's such a good idea, Debbie. Debbie has one she got cheap at Walmart. So that is super handy, though, because just think, you can use this now forever. I might have to pick one of those up before I give my kit to my daughter. I would like to do that so she can just keep using it and using it. But I've just been flashing ahead to Easter. Like, I want to make her an insert for Easter that she can change it out. And then maybe, like the 4th of July and ice cream cones and stuff like that. Wouldn't that be cute? And then going through for her birthdays in December. So December is really one of her favorite times of the year with decorations. But so look at all these. So I could go ahead and die cut out all of these things. I'm excited to do that. That is a lot of fun. So I could make a title or something like that. All right. So that is about it for this kit. It isn't too bad. It's just that when you get your kit, just remember that if you have any kind of a bowing problem from your base, give Stampin' Up! A holler, because, yep, there have been a few people that have said that this part is bowed. This one's fine. This is absolutely fine. And my other one had a slight bow, but it's pushed down now, so I think it's going to be okay. And there is a film of plastic on top of the magnetic board that does need to come out, so make sure you take that off. And the most difficult part is folding the pocket accordion things here. That is the hardest thing. But once you see the pocket done, then I think it's very helpful for how you see how it folds like that. And you just use your tear and tape to stick it together. And you can use whichever side of paper that you want. This looks really cool with the gray on the outside too. So I don't think there's a wrong answer for these color schemes. It's all pretty good. I just went along the score lines and I folded them both ways to try and help get them to work better. Seems like they were kind of fighting me a little bit along the way on the bottom corners. So as long as you can kind of end up with this type of a thing. It looks like an M, and then you're going to put your tape on this little flap right there, just like that. And you know, if you were going to make your own, of course you could just skip those and just take cardstock and just put some adhesive here and some adhesive here and don't even have this part. So just if you had a die that cuts a cool edge, you could do that, and don't have it be an accordion. You could just have it like this too, and you can still put things in there. So I think that it might be easier and quicker than using and cutting out more of these, but there's always ways around stuff, right? So yeah, I was struggling right here on this point with the fold, the score lines. I use my burnisher, but it's just an awkward angle. So once you get that done, there's just no stopping you. So, all right, oops, sorry, hit the camera. So that is about it. Tomorrow is Friday. I'm going to be stamping in the studio tomorrow, making some cards, and I've got some fun things that I've been thinking about I want to make and share. So maybe if you're not doing anything, you can tune in or watch the replay of some ideas that I've got. I did finish, so that looks pretty good. I did make this card the other day, which has just been driving me just absolutely crazy to make this. I wanted to do this for so long. And I used this Flowers of Friendship stamp set. And so I just stamped the background. This is fresh freesia cardstock. And this was a white piece of cardstock that I stamped. This one is the background. And you can see it behind there sticking out a little bit. And then I have this bigger stamp right here on a piece of white cardstock. But before I did that stamp, I used my blending brushes to, I think this was fresh freesia in the background and granny apple green. And then I colored them with some markers that I had. And that was about it. So I really love these colors. It's so pretty. I've been wondering when I'm going to do this card, and I finally did. And if you look at this set, it has these little flowers. They look like shamrocks. That's kind of what got me started. So these little guys, it looks like a shamrock border. Or I actually sent Debbie a card that I used the punch that goes along with this set right here, and turn them sideways. I mean, it's a stretch for a shamrock, but it worked for me. So that was fun. But this is a really, really neat set. Okay. So that is it. Oh, and Peggy, I was coloring my card from last time. Let's see. From the kit class that we did. Here is that little stamp from the hedgehog. I was coloring that at the beginning of this video. So I think that turned out real cute, that little bird. And so I'll go ahead and assemble that card. That's real nice. All right, and don't forget that we've got this little guy on sale. The teeny tiny Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine is on sale till the end of March. It's the little mini one. And they have put some die sets on sale too. So I hope to use this one all squared away. It's got cool flowers and stuff in it, but definitely check that out if you're looking for anything. This art gallery bundle that has a cutout that says "Just Want to Say," the words are cut out. That came back. That has been gone for a while. So that's back just for this month, as well as the sunflowers. And I'm thinking the garden wishes maybe. So there's 3 of them that came back just for this. So that's fun. Alrighty, and here's that wave of ocean where I got the paper from. This little sneak peek at this item that's going to be in our new catalog, which comes out in May. So I'm going to make a card with that. I have a birthday for a relative of mine. It's a guy, and I'm thinking I'm going to use this guy. He's going to be on the card. So maybe I will do that tomorrow. So, okay. Well, if you have any other questions, let's see. Let me know. But if you did have this set, I would absolutely love to see what your ideas are for it. But I think that laminating thing is a terrific idea. I think I'm going to have to go pick one of those up. All righty. I think that is it. So I wish you all a very good rest of your night. And hope to see you tomorrow. All right. Bye-bye.